Maine's capital city of Augusta is connected by bridges, and during the pandemic, it's been connected by more than that, its strong sense of community. In March of 2020, it wasn't clear what was ahead for the city or for the country.
We were dropping off the food program from the school department, lunches and dinners from the Boys and Girls Club. We did elderly shut-in, grocery drop-offs from the Salvation Army. So 6 days a week, we delivered food in literally all types of weather, including hail and snow sometimes. And we were able to just feel like we were at least putting eyes on our kids, eyes on people in the community, the most vulnerable.
As the pandemic continued, the city stepped up and led the way with innovative ways to keep the community safe, from caring for children to protecting the elderly. Every person has been impacted by COVID-19. The pandemic even changed the way residents voted in the 2020 election. Winter was met with its own challenges and an increase in cases across the state. In turn, this led to more residents and visitors enjoying the great outdoors in the city more than ever before.
All of the dogs here that come here that are really good. They all play well with Chaco. They all play well with each other. The other dog owners are always nice to see them. It's good to kind of get out and see everybody and talk to people. Even if you only know them by their dog's name, it's good to see them and let your dog see their friends and stuff. So,
I like building a snowman and sledding. You go super fast like Sonic.
We've taken advantage of a lot of the opportunities in the Augusta area to get outdoors. Just a really diverse area to get out and do some activities.
As phrases like social distancing, wear a mask, and wash your hands became social norms, so too did online meetings, including Zoom holiday calls with relatives. The city maintained its strong connections, conducting city council meetings online, and even changed the way the city police continued to look after the community.
Certainly one of the new dynamics is, as you look at my desk, I've got 2 monitors for my daily operations, but I have a laptop now on my desk that never leaves. And part of the reason for that is all the Zoom meetings. One of the things that COVID has made us realize is that there's different ways of handling different calls. We've always been a full service agency, and we would always go to somebody's home. If they had a complaint, if they had a crime they wanted to report, it was always go to their home, take the report, speak with them face to face. But in the age of COVID, we wanted to find a new creative way of handling these calls where we're not taking away from the services that we're supposed to be providing, but making sure that it's safe for the community as well as safe for the officers.
Despite a long winter, businesses in Augusta were supported by all the people who picked up a to-go order, ordered food online for the first time, or simply supported a local business.
I think after this year, it really showed the importance of supporting local. I loved seeing how everybody came together to support the community. It was strong before, but people really understood the importance of it.
Augusta's restaurants were hit hard by the pandemic, but persevered with determination to comply with COVID protocols to protect their employees and their loyal customers.
It's wonderfully rewarding to be able to provide goods and services to people that respect and appreciate what we do. And I can't thank them enough for taking a risk, whether it was with delivery or takeout or dining in. We've had support from everybody from day one. March 18th hit, the world was over, and then we figured it out and we got better. We have become a better company because of this. I wouldn't wish it again. I don't want to see another pandemic in my lifetime. But knowing what I know now, I know we can do it again.
The pandemic highlighted the role of the essential worker, a term people rarely used or thought about before 2020. But now, more than ever, there's a new appreciation for the everyday heroes in the community. It even changed the perception of who a hero really is.
I want to thank the regular, everyday American. I mean, they get up, go to work, support their family, try to do a good job. People say heroes of the police. I was in the military, and all that stuff. They're heroes, and I don't really kind of buy into that line because, like, to me, the hero is the person that gets the single mom that gets up and goes to work and finishes school, and that way she can support her family and do it, on her own work. Those are my heroes. The guy that goes to drive the truck, or the guy that goes to work like you guys are going to work. You know, you get up, go to work, you know, add to the, you know, the economy, add to society as a general. Those are my heroes.
I would like to thank our teachers and childcare staff. They have not had a break, especially at the Y. Our staff worked with camp, and then also they continued working with school-age childcare because of hybrid learning. So there has been no break. We've had, 13 months of summer camp. And then also for the younger kids, our learning center never stopped running. We've always been open for families to get back to work.
From nurses and doctors who saved so many lives to heroes like teachers who did so much behind the scenes for students to continue their education.
We worked all through the summer to figure out how could we bring students back for the face-to-face experiences that they really needed for the fall semester. And we're able to do that, including a testing regimen that we pursued in the fall with all the appropriate social distancing, mask wearing, encouragement of hand washing, and so forth. And so for those programs, like the architecture program that we have, that really requires students to be in a face-to-face environment, we were able to bring them back safely so that they can continue their education.
I think the school department has been nimble and responsive. The teachers have been outstanding. Students have been outstanding, and we've come from a day, March 13th, where we made a decision to go out for 2 weeks, and then here we are a year later, and teachers have learned how to teach differently. Students have learned how to learn differently, and we've been able to do all of those things because we've met the needs with resources, technology, books, anything teachers had as a desire to make this more successful, they have.
Teachers were not alone in many ways. Students of all ages showed their commitment to grow and evolve with the times. Stepping into a local elementary school is now so different than it was 365 days ago. But in a very unique way, it has brought the teachers and students together even more.
Teachers are amazing, our ed techs are amazing, and they've worked hard to make sure that they have the resources and the knowledge to put forth those tools for kids so that way learning does continue. And quite frankly, kids today, as a result of that, have more technology skills and 21st century skills than ever before.
The younger generation has not only shown more resilience to the virus, but has taught us all a lesson on perspective and how we together can work through challenges. A trip to the grocery store reminds us still today that masks and social distancing continue to be part of our daily lives.
I've been with the company 35 years, and when it first started a year ago, most of us remarked, we've never seen anything like it. We've gone through hurricanes, snowstorms, and all that, and nothing compares. It was totally different. And what's changed, as you see now, we have a queue line where we tell people which register to go to, whereas before you would always choose at your own will. When COVID first started, we had a line outside the store. You could only let in 50 people at a time, so that was definitely new and different. Our customers adapted really quickly, associates adapted really quickly, and before you knew it, it was what they call the new normal, quote unquote.
Augusta has shown great resolve, including turning the Augusta Civic Center into one of the state's largest vaccination clinics in the state.
Today was a lot simpler than I thought. It ran really, really smooth. I had no problems whatsoever. And this is the time right now that I should be starting I had a 12:30 appointment, and it's 12:30 now, and I'm already done.
When looking back years from now, people will recall their own individual memories of COVID-19. But for the people in Augusta, they're proving that the community's city spirit can provide a shot in the arm for brighter days ahead.